Desperation party. I'm not fighting for the power. I'm fighting for the revolution of the betterment of this country.
Say and trust that
Now, there was drama witnessed in court. And remember, the case between the case here, Osoi, Iram Kimathi, and Shakur took place. And of course, don't forget Mosquito, the officer, who of course went viral after kutishia William Ruto.
Kukill raia wa kawaida. Na ndio maana tunasema haiwezekani Ruto Arap Moi kututawala tena.
Desperation party. I'm not fighting for the power. I'm fighting for the revolution of the betterment of this country. Even if you might put people fighting desperation party.
Nakasema kwamba Ruto lazima awache atoke State House. Now, the lawyers fought very hard to release this suspects. Let me call them suspects.
They handcuffed him for his phones and social media accounts. Handcuffed him with his hands. His hands were handcuffed from the back, Your Honor. And that is a party leader being treated like that.
Because the law said that there is no way the government can be arresting people who are actually fighting for the rights of Kenyans. Yet, the police that of course maim and kill Kenyans are actually out there free. Remember, ule jamaa Rex Masai, allegedly, ako free, he only appears in court. Lakini the man is outside there. But the people who are actually fighting for the rights of Kenya are the ones who are held. And of course, this brought chaos. In fact, see the video.
Say and trust what I want to say FBI
fighting this kind of lack of governance in this country. We are not going to stop. We are going to fight to the end, and this country will and need to follow the rule of the law.
Yes, Osoi asema kwamba he is fighting for the rights of Kenyans, but it's not after, of course, kupenda serikali. It is true, because they only formed FBI, and the FBI was meant to, of course, punish or make sure that the police officers who are actually killing and maiming Kenyans should actually pay for their crimes. And remember, we even have kesi ya Ojwang, whereby Ojwang alipigwa akamalizwa kwa in a police cell. And the person allegedly, the person who people believe that maybe is the one who orchestrated the plan, Lagat, is outside there. And of course, the family has been calling for the government to actually, arraign Langat aende kotini. And Langat has never went to court. Ajawai enda kotini. Ajawai. Aizi Guzwa is a powerful person. So these are the things that are making Osoi, Shakur, Mosquito go berserk. Because how can a country run like this? And in fact, this issue has even brought US attention. And America now is actually intervening in this matter. In fact, they're saying that they want to investigate President William Ruto before the Senate. Now, some kwamba, in fact, urafiki ya Kenya na America lazima ikatike, because there's no way Kenya can be ruled by a president who does not even value the rights ya wananchi wake. Because kuna abductions, mauaji, and it's actually glorifying it, because it's even telling the police to actually shoot the protesters. No. In fact, it is the first time a president publicly declares that protesters are protesters. Yet, protesting is actually stipulated in the constitution. So, how would you tell police wako waue protesters? It means you are wrong. And that's why you see America is now having a bone to pick with Ruto. And they actually want to make sure that Ruto pays for all this. No. So, Osoi, they are actually spirited in this fight. And they're saying that they will not stop. They don't stop, because if they stop, who will fight for this country. So this takes me to the next point. So if they are released, this FBI movement, of course, it will continue. It will continue. Because I'm not seeing them stopping. And if they don't stop, what do you think will happen? This movement will be actually joined by other ex-armies. In fact, not even ex, even the ones that are active, but are joining this movement. And it will become a massive movement. And this is what is giving William Ruto sleepless nights. Because even Murkomen himself came out and said that they can't allow trained soldiers, overturn the government. Like some kwamba, Osoi, they have been trained by the government. So they cannot allow them to actually, stop or jeopardize the peace of Kenya. That's how actually Murkomen aliweka. So, what I'm saying now? What I'm saying is that now, with their release, because I believe they'll be released, I don't think they'll go to jail, despite them facing this heinous crime. Remember, treason ni crime mbaya sana, and treason is punishable with death. No. But I don't think what they did is tantamount to treason. I don't think so. I mean, forming a group called FBI just to stop, police from killing Kenyans, how is that treason? I don't think that's treason. That's not treason. They're being unfair to this trial. Yeah, they're being unfair because there's no way you can actually drum up charges for watu with baseless charges. No, it doesn't make any sense. So what I'm saying, Osoi will be released. I'm saying from the spirited fight, akina Babu Owino waliweka kotini. Owino really fought the case. In fact, they are going to be released. And if they're released, their team will continue. And of course, this team is actually going to be stronger and stronger because the president has just, catalyzed the movement of this team. And of course, this team will actually be strong to a point whereby other forces will join it. And this thing you're saying here, they are actually not a joke because even in Burkina Faso, the same thing happened. We saw, Traore, and it have been saying this in this channel, how Traore actually rose to power by using the military. In fact, even saw Mudavadi coming out, urging Kenyans not to accept and go the Traore way. And Kenya kwamba, relaxini, musiene, a government that is elected by people is the best. That's what Mudavadi said. But of course, this shows that they're actually worried that this might go the Traore way. Because the president knows very well that Wakenya hawamtaki, kweli, hawamtaki sainana because of what has happened. I mean, the love that Kenyans had for Ruto before elections now is different. Unless it does something about it. But you can levy, it's not going to be business as usual. Because people will be revolting every day. People will be fighting every day to see him out of status. And of course, this will just lead to anarchy. So, that's what I'm saying. Imam Osoi is actually going to be a powerful movement. Because Emi anasema kwamba is not going to stop. Amesema kwa kotini. So akiachiliwa, of course, it will be very powerful. So tell me, do you believe that once they're released, the FBI team will actually be joined by other forces? Ama do you think out of to a point whereby they cannot even dream of continuing with this movement? Thank you.
If you love politics, then Dr. Politica is your cup of tea. The place for minds that think. If you are watching this from anywhere else, search the name, hit subscribe, and stay sharp with us. Thank you for making Dr. Politica your home for fearless political truth. Every view, every like, every share fuels the fire behind the hours of research, filming, and editing we pour into each episode. By showing up consistently, you don't just support a channel, you empower a voice. In a world ruled by headlines, spin, and power games, you remind us that real people still care about real facts. We are here to inform, inspire, and ignite critical thinking, not just for today, but for generations to come. You are not just a viewer, you are the reason this platform exists.